What is good, y'all? Welcome back to Late Night Lime. I got 12. Oh, we got DR dropping in.
Yes, sir.
Brandon.
Good
What's up,
evening. Good
fellas? How
evening.
y'all doing?
Ooh.
Oh, we got
Jen.
Jen joining us tonight.
Hello, hello.
What's up, Jen?
Oh, sure, Mike's muted. There she goes.
Yes, I'm muted. But what's up, y'all? How y'all
Good
doing?
evening. Doing fine. How are you?
Good evening. I'm good. I'm good.
Glad
So
you could
we
join
gotta
us.
welcome her, guys. We gotta welcome her in the chat. When y'all come in, just say what's up, Jen. All right. We gotta make her feel welcome. All right.
Thank you, Winston.
Is it?
Definitely. Don't worry. We got you. We got you. We got you. Go on with your introduction, P.
Huh?
No, I said you could go on with the introductions.
Oh, it's all good. I mean, how everybody doing?
We doing good. We
it's
doing good.
coming
Doing
off
great, doing great. What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
But
Definitely.
we coming off of the Super Bowl. There's been a lot of conversation about the halftime show performance.
Mm-hmm.
So we could jump right into that.
That's what y'all want to jump into. Who want to start it off? Who want to start it off?
I got a clip here.
All right.
The first one I put in.
It just had one of the best halftime performances ever in the history of Super Bowl halftime performances. I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, I didn't understand a word he was saying. Take that bullshit somewhere else. This man got on stage and shouted out every Latin American, every Hispanic culture, every country that there is. And what's going on in America right now, this is exactly what we needed. Like, I don't care if you don't speak a lick of Spanish. You cannot tell me that you did not just enjoy that halftime performance. He started off with Titi Me Pregunto. That shit is so hard. Like, he had Cardi B and Karol G in the background. That probably went over so many people's head. And then Lady Gaga coming out to perform Die With a Smile, Spanish version. Even the people he had dancing, they had like a marriage thing. Like, I don't even know if the marriage was real, but if it was, oh my God, how special is that? Don't get me started on when he fell through the roof. Oh my God, I thought it was over. And then he gave the kid the Grammy. Almost shed a tear. And he still shouted out America.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could switch
All right.
out, switch out. Oh, you muted?
Nah.
So I'm sure everybody saw the Super Bowl halftime show by now. So what's your thoughts?
Who
10
going
out of
first?
10. Hands
10 out
down.
of 10?
Hands down. Bad Buddy did his thing.
Mm.
It was remarkable, to be honest. And then Ricky Martin. What? You gonna put Ricky Martin up there?
All right. So I give you Ricky Martin because I was screaming when I see Ricky Martin. You know what I'm saying? But 10 out of 10?
10
I'll be
out of
honest.
10.
That's the best thing. Jen called it right off the top. Ricky Martin, yes. That was my boy back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, we talking about the performance.
I still think 10 out of 10. He did a lot for the culture.
Yeah.
He really brought history in those 12 little minutes he had, whatever. I don't know how long the show was.
The actual
I thought he did
performance.
great.
Good evening, Toya.
Good evening,
Welcome back.
everybody.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Thank you.
welcome back. Welcome.
Just started talking about the Super Bowl and Bad Bunny's
What
performance.
about you, Brandon?
You really want to get me started?
Yeah, I mean,
Let's do this. So, first and foremost, right?
okay.
Let's talk about the little video with Habibi talking. A lot of pole jocking over there. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I took Spanish in high school. I took a little something in college, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't understand nothing. I had the subtitles on. They was going too damn fast, all right? So, from a performance standpoint, I get it. I love the historical presence in terms of talking about slavery and the sugarcane fields and the bodegas and this and this and this. Your boy couldn't understand a word. Like, I don't understand the Bad Bunny love and this and that. You know, hey, more power to him. Yes, I am glad that the Hispanics, the Latinos, the Puerto Ricans, they were represented in this. Everybody's got their time for something. We had Kendrick. Y'all had Bad Bunny. That's fine. That's a part of what America is, bringing together the cultures. But to say that it's 10 out of 10, Jen, I mean, no offense to you. You on the panel and all that. But no, No. All right. Historical, all that, I get it. The electric lines down,
Yeah.
he's showing us. Yeah, that's fine. But 10 out of 10?
Yes, yo, yes.
No.
Jen, it's okay. You can defend your side, Jen. You can defend
No
your
me
side.
gusta.
You know what I'm
No
saying?
me
Hey,
gusta.
Dr.
Don't be scared of Brandon.
You can
Defend your
come in and
side.
split it down the middle. What do you think, Dr.?
I actually I liked it because I peeped the message.
Mhm.
So the message was clear on whether you understood it or not. It was almost like it was almost just as creative as Kendrick
Yep.
halftime show. It was just if not just as creative. The message was hidden. Like I didn't understand anything either. I did see some other clips, breaking down his lyrics, but I'm not sure that what that was said or what that particular song was sung. But yeah, I liked it. It was creative. I liked it. If you came up over here in Connecticut, me and Puerto Ricans, we run tight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Hey,
we run
Toya,
real
did you
tight.
get a chance to see any of the Super Bowl halftime show? Not at all. So okay. So
Yep, gotta pass on this one.
um, I'll give it a 10 out of 10 too. I think it
Look
was
at that. That's right.
amazing. I didn't understand anything but
I
God
was
bless
just about to ask you,
America.
what's your Spanish level, P?
Let me talk. Let me talk. I didn't understand nothing but God bless America, right? But the visuals were so powerful and strong. You didn't
Mhm.
need to learn how to speak another language. Like
Mhm.
literally, and he also had Caribbean people in there as well. Because I saw my Trinidad and Tobago flag up there on that stage. It was up there because we part of the Americas too, if y'all didn't know. But it showed back when slavery was on the islands, because we from the islands, the sugarcane fields and all of that, and I felt it was done very well. It was done very well. Hey, I tell you what, roll into the second clip. And we're gonna come back on the other end because Brandon looked like he getting heated.
I'm gonna roll the clip, but I ain't getting to talk.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah, I want to hear what 12 got to say for real.
Yeah,
Unpopular opinion, y'all.
You got to switch.
I wasn't really shown, to be honest. And unpopular opinion, y'all. I wasn't really fucking with the halftime show, to be honest. And before y'all start, oh, you just didn't understand, you didn't get the message. No, I understood the message. I understood exactly what he was trying to do. He portrayed it well. Don't get me wrong. I understand what he was trying to do, but I think the performance itself was mid. Sorry. I think the sound quality was off for both Bad Bunny and Lady Gaga. I don't think that they sounded 100%. I know it's live, but we've seen live performances before. Like, let's not act, you know what I mean? And don't start with the this is Bad Bunny hate. Listen, I respect Bad Bunny. I respect what he stands for. I respect what he's trying to do. I respect his message, right? But that doesn't take away from the fact that I just don't think that the performance was 100%. I really don't. I think it was mid. I do. But, and I understand how important it was for him to be there, what it means for him to be there, right? I understand the message. I understand the importance as a whole, and I respect it. I respect Bad Bunny, seriously. But, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling the performance for real. I think we've seen better halftime shows, not to compare, but just my opinion, unpopular opinion. I know y'all gonna come for me anyway.
Same.
So 12, we could go to you with that. Like
Me, the halftime show was Basuda. It was trash. It was trash. I'm gonna bring the heat, right? That jump was trash. Only person I like on that thing was Ricky Martin. Ricky Martin helped me get girls when I was younger, when he was singing that music for the Spanish people, and he was singing ladies song. That's the only person from my era that I seen that I like. Other than that, it was trash. You know what I'm saying?
So you talking about Ricky Martin before he,
Ricky Martin.
You know.
Yeah, Ricky Martin.
Baila more. When the
Because you know who he talking about now.
No, we ain't talking about now. We talking about Baila more. When he first came out.
All right, I'm making sure we're in the same.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
That's where Ricky Martin, like, people didn't know who he was. He was mashing up Miami. He was killing it. He was going universal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Those time, the early Ricky Martin.
I think that couple that got married, they really got married.
They
did.
really got
I like
married.
that. I like that
Yes.
display. That was nice.
Yeah. I
Let me
think
tell you-
they invited him to their wedding, and he said, "Let's do it at the Super Bowl." Something like that.
Mm-hmm. Winston, how you gonna hate on the palm trees were moving? Like,
Yeah, those pine
What
trees
is
were
it?
moving.
how you gonna hate on that?
All right. So let me tell you why I didn't like it, right? First, not one thing. It's like I couldn't understand a word, right? Secondly, right, the visual was off to me. I don't know what the hell he was doing. He kept grabbing his crotch. I seen two dudes bumping on grinding on stage. Two dudes
They
bumping.
zoomed out real quick on that though.
They snuck it in though. They
They
definitely
saw
did
it.
snuck
I
it in,
saw
but
it.
they zoomed out on it.
I'm like,
Mhm.
and
I
I
saw
seen
it
that,
too.
I'm like, I don't know what I'm watching. I don't
Yeah.
know what I'm watching.
But
You know what I'm saying? I did like the part where he gave the kid the Grammy. I love that. You know what I'm saying? I could see some of the. I see where they was going with it, right? I tried to see where they was going with it, but I had to switch. I had to go to the American halftime show. I went over there with Kid Rock and them. I was over there.
oh my
Yeah, I went
God,
over there with
Wow.
Kid Rock and them. You know what I'm saying?
I was over there for 2 seconds, man.
See, he ain't the only one.
I gotta
Yeah.
check. I do content, man. I gotta look.
That jump was on point. I like it. You know what I'm saying?
But I watched the show, the halftime show when it came on. But after I went over and checked out the Kid Rock one,
Wait, what Kid Rock one?
exactly.
he had his
So they
own
had a,
halftime show performance for people that didn't want to watch Bad Bunny.
Oh.
Founded by
Yeah.
Charlie Clerk's people.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, country's divided.
Wow, seriously.
Oh, it ain't divided. 125 million for Bad Bunny and only 6.2 million for Joe Dirt. Nah, it ain't divided.
Mm.
The only thing what I was going to say is, I think if that if Turning Point had more diverse crowd, I could see where they say All American wasn't All American. I'm gonna call that down the middle. It wasn't. It was all country music. You know what I'm saying? But I got to give it to them. Their presentation was on point too. You know what I'm saying? But it leads us back to the Super Bowl with Living Color when they took away all the crowd from them people. And that's the thing that's at hand right now is what they did. And it's basically the same thing with in Living Color where they went out and got Michael Jackson. So next year it might be something where going to be an alternative to the Super Bowl if they pick some whack artists.
Hey, listen. Last year, Kendrick Lamar broke Michael Jackson record for the most viewed Super Bowl performance, right?
I give him that too.
Bad Bunny broke that record this year.
With what metrics?
It came out.
The same one that Kendrick.
No, that metric had to
The
be
same one with
falsified.
No,
Listen,
they
Had
said-
to be falsified.
They
I
said
would push
Kendrick
back.
had
The
122
NFL only
million.
cares about making money. They
Right.
don't care
But,
what people think.
but if half the people tune out, how could they break records?
You tuned out.
Right. So look,
There's
if
people
half
around the
country-
world that's tuning in.
Trust me, P. That number gonna be falsified, bro.
Now,
It's falsified.
can you say that Bad Bunny is a bigger artist than Kendrick Lamar?
No, not to me.
He's a way bigger artist.
I think
Even
Drake.
if he's
I
not
think Drake bigger than all of
controversial,
them.
alone is going to bring in more
He's a
eyes.
stadium artist. He's big.
He's very big.
But why can he? Why? All right, I give you this, right? And we bring it back down. I give you this, right? So why can he keep the audience like moving and grooving? There was nobody in that stadium
Because
rocking.
the people that buy the tickets not necessarily don't have to be his fans.
So
It's
that's
just
what I'm
people
trying
with
to
money.
say. So
It's
that's
just
what I'm saying. It was the mixed audience. That's like telling
Right,
me
right. But
go to a Jamaican
about the
party and you
audience.
sending me to a like an all guys bar. That ain't gonna work. It's mixed crowd. It ain't flying. It ain't flying. I ain't seeing no chicks. We not going in.
hey, before they bought their tickets, they knew Bad Bunny was performing at the halftime show. Everybody knew a year ago he was performing at the halftime show. So if you ain't want to watch, you tune out.
Granted, I give you that, but we're not there for Bad Bunny. We're there to see football play. We're not there to see the halftime show. Halftime show.
I think a lot of
I
people
was there
tuned
for the
in
halftime,
to
I'm
see
sorry.
Bad Bunny though.
Yeah, I wasn't worried about the football.
I
game.
was definitely for halftime show. Bad Bunny.
Yeah,
It's
a lot of
commercials
people-
and the
I was
halftime
playing.
show. I ain't worried about no foosball.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
game was as good
The
as
game, the
I didn't
game
even
was
know who
kind
was
of.
playing on the teams. Come on, dog.
Would
Besides
you say
Cardi B,
DR?
Baby Father.
It was a defensive game. So if you don't like
Yeah.
a defensive game, the game was kind of slow. So everybody was anticipating the halftime show.
I don't know.
Well, apparently not 12, but whatever.
I will represent for those who that weren't there, but
Yeah.
the halftime show, I think y'all got to consult with y'all boy Jay-Z. Make sure he choose better candidate next year.
Oh,
I'm not hating on
he's
Bad Bunny.
going with the
Did what
money.
he was
He's going
supposed
with
to
the money.
do.
He's going with
If
the
they
money.
broke the
I get
records,
it.
he did what he was supposed to do.
He's
I
going
get
with
it.
the money.
I get it. Trust me, I get it. I know it was a money move because,
Yeah.
like Kendrick, after Kendrick dropped and he hit the Super Bowl, he went up. The same thing with Miss Elliott when she came out, money went up. So I understand they're putting people in position to capitalize, and I think
Yeah.
they looked at it from the metrics point of view that Bad Bunny would do some numbers, and I'm assuming he probably did, but
Numbers and
listen,
controversy.
yeah.
Yeah, a bunch
All
of
right.
haters.
So I'm gonna ask this question: do you guys think it was political?
Definitely. It was a message.
What was the message you think? What do you think was the
The
message?
political message that what's happening with Latino America right now with ICE, and especially Mexicans, it's something for them to stand up. Like they're part of the country too. They're targeted, but the message was they're part of this country too.
Okay.
They help make up this country as well, just like everybody from the islands, everybody from Europe, everybody from Africa. Everybody helped play a part to make this country what it is today.
Okay.
And that's the message I took away from it.
Okay. Cool. Right. Toya, can I come to you?
Um,
I'm gonna pose the question. I'll pose the question. You don't
I
gotta be
didn't
smart.
watch it.
So, on the stage, they were performing. They were represented for multicultural Central America and all that. It had a political theme to me, right? In this time, right? My question to you would be some of these acts that they're pushing out on this big stage, do you think it's appropriate for only one country I will give a pass to? I'm just saying a pass. It's Puerto Rico. The rest of countries are predominantly more immigrant, like, more Central America type countries and stuff like that. What are your thoughts on them trying to promote this on a big stage?
Freedom of speech. They're definitely utilizing that right. And I think they're probably taking advantage of such an opportunity, knowing that there are going to be so many viewers. Well, now is our chance to make a big statement.
Okay, I agree with that. Do you got anything to second on that one, Jennifer?
You muted, Jennifer.
She's muted. You could unmute her.
Sorry, y'all. I didn't hear that last part.
So do you think, well, I'm going to restate it for you, a different question.
Okay.
My question to you was, do you think it was a political statement that Bad Bunny and his team tried to make at the Super Bowl?
At the end or like altogether?
Altogether, do you think it was political?
That's a really loaded question. I have to think. I think more so at the end it was political.
Okay.
In terms of what the football said, together we are America. I think he was definitely trying to make a point. Going back to the whole ICE, everything going on with ICE, he was standing on that from the Grammys. So I do think there was a political component to it, for sure, 100%.
All right.
What did everybody else?
Go ahead. Continue.
What did Toya say? Did you guys answer that question too? Right.
I'll let her respond to it again if she wants to.
I think his question to me was like, do you think it was appropriate to make such a statement on a big stage like that? And then I basically said, well, yeah, freedom of speech, and it's probably taking advantage of the fact that there were going to be so many viewers.
Right, 100%. I agree with that too.
Can I insert something real quick?
Go ahead, go for it.
There was a hidden message as well. The LGBTQ. They tried to get the football players to wear their logos this year. They were rejected. But the hidden message was the guys coming together. Where you zoomed in, they zoomed out. That was another message
Yep.
implemented with the whole political message with ICE and everything. That was another opportunity for them as well.
Let's also not forget the big old rainbow in the middle of the field for San
Yeah.
Diego.
Exactly. I was going to say that too. It was
Yeah,
on
I
the
did
football
notice
shirt, on the logo.
Yeah.
It was on the logo too.
So you can't. If we're gonna speak about it, we're gonna talk about all the messages that were sent. That was one as well.
Yeah.
Be right back. Gotta let my son in.
Yeah, go ahead. So, Brandon, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you think about this political arena with the football game? I know I let the ladies talk.
I feel like it's all fair game. At the end of the day, they're running commercials with kids with backpacks that are saying racial slurs, and the black kid comes up and covers it with a little blue sticker. I'm not going to repeat that slur, obviously, since we online, but it's all an open field to do whatever you're going to do. Some people pay to get the commercials. Hey, Bad Buddy, he's out here doing what he's doing during the halftime show. It's all an open field, and so it's fair game to me.
Okay, I agree with that. P, any thoughts so far? What's your point of view so far?
I mean, people got to realize, right? The NFL knows what the show is going to be before we see it. Like, they know what it's going to be, so they're okay with it. It's definitely a political. I mean, the whole thing was political to me. It was because you got to remember too, Trump had his situation with Puerto Rico back in the day with the throwing of the toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that one right there. So there's some history there, and he hasn't delivered on things that they should have got. You see, the power grid still broken in Puerto Rico. It's not fixed. I think what he was also trying to show is like Latin America is literally bigger than America. They're part of the Americas, and everybody here is one. But I think anytime you're on your biggest stage, you should basically protest if you want to. You could do whatever you need to. You're on top. What other time would you have to do that? And listen, the NFL's making money. They're making tons of money. So I think people like 12 who's upset, lick your wounds. Hopefully that Lenny Kravitz or somebody come back on the back end. Who do you want to see? Who would you want to see in the Super Bowl performance?
Who I want to see in the Super Bowl?
If your top artist, who do you want to see?
Not my top artist that I want to see.
Yeah.
I would want to see, let me tell you, I got to think about this and put some thought into it. I would love to see Flipmo Squad. You know what I'm saying?
Trash.
Man, you used to bump them all the time.
I know. That was before he liked the Bubble Butt Boys.
So I would love to see Missy Elliott, probably Rick Ross, Lupe Fiasco, and these are all rappers, right? I could throw some country music and stuff in there, but American Green Day, those are good back in the days. But hey, I could go down the list. But
nobody want to hear them, man. Sorry.
So I think a Wu-Tang halftime show would blow everybody away.
I can't go wrong with that.
That would be dope.
That's definitely a good one. That's a good option right there.
I know it won't happen, but that'll be dope.
Nah, that could happen. Jay-Z running it. He could pull that off.
Yeah, but it's all about the money now, so it ain't really about.
I get you.
I think it's about who's hot too.
Who's hot at the moment. So whoever's hot next year is going to probably be there. Whoever's at the number one charts.
So I'm gonna ask the ladies, what's two artists that you would want to see in the Super Bowl? Then we ask Brandon.
Go ahead, Toya. You go first. Let me think.
You muted, Toya. Hold
You
on.
muted.
Oh, she gave her answer. Lord, Toya, you muted. Yeah.
Oops. I said Busta Rhymes.
No, that'll be good.
I like his energy. Second one, I don't know.
For some reason, I thought you was gonna say Vibes Cartel.
Oh, what? What? You think they couldn't understand Bad Bunny?
Bias.
I would like to see. I like Thames, but that'd be a real chill, laid back vibe.
Right.
For
Who did you say?
The little African
Thames.
artist.
Okay.
She always
Real
sound tired
chill
when
vibe
she's
right
singing.
there.
She always sound tired.
I don't know who that is.
I never heard of her either.
Listen, she do
I'm pretty
sound
sure
nice.
y'all heard,
She do
y'all
sound
heard
nice.
her music, but just don't realize it's her.
Right.
Oh no, I know somebody sleeping on the track on here.
Nah, it ain't
Let's
here.
take a listen to her. She has a nice sound, but it's just a little too relaxed in the booth. That's all I can say.
Oh, you went to African music?
Who?
Jen went to African music.
Yeah,
right?
I am. You put me on. You the first one.
I know.
Winston.
I'm just saying. So you went to African music. What's the next artist that you would see?
Let's see. You already. I mean, I would love to see me some Justin Timberlake, hands down, all day, every day.
Justin Timberlake.
All day,
Like he wasn't on there already ripping
I
off
know.
Janet Jackson. Oh my god.
Listen, hey, he didn't mean that. All right.
He didn't mean it. You just grabbed
Boy, I was
He did not
happy
mean
when I
that.
seen that.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, I was happy when I seen that. I was smiling ear to ear like. So, any closing thoughts on this one? I think that was a good icebreaker. Any closing thoughts on the Super Bowl? If you don't what I want to say is this is your last chance to get it out before we move on. So, any closing thoughts on the Super Bowl that you want to tell people you didn't like, hate? Last thoughts.
Who going first?
Let Brandon land it. Go ahead, you can land it.
Listen, I may not have understood all the Espanol, and I understand that, there was a lot of symbolism and whatnot. But at the end of the day, people tuned in, people watched it. It's going to be the thing to beat next year. And again, Puerto Rico is a part of the United States. This is a part of the American culture. And so it may not be country, it may not be rap, but at the end of the day, a section of America was represented, and it's not a bad thing.
Okay.
Facts.
Jen, you can go ahead, Jen.
Now I'm just agreeing with Brandon. I think he wrapped it up.
Yeah, we good. Brandon landed
that's
it.
good.
All right, cool.
We can segue.
All right, so let's move into the show for today. All right. Let's pull it up.
See, y'all bitches need to step your pussy up. Come on, bitch. Because there's some shit that bitches like me ain't going for. Now, let me cook. Can I cook? Cook! You're not coming in my fucking house with no poo shiesty. You're not coming in here with that hood on with drawstring and bitch, I can only see 15% of your face. I'm not letting you in through the back. You're not coming up the fire escape. Fucking no. Find somebody else. I'm not going for that. When you set the record straight right now, it's shit. When I meet guys, I may be wrong. I don't tell them my tea instantly. You need to see me out. Take me to the mall.
Tell me why.
Take me to the mall because I believe that when you tell guys from the beginning, upon meeting and y'all exchange numbers, I feel like you kind of scare them off if you tell them I'm trans or I'm used to be a man or I'm not a real woman. That kind of puts doubt in their mind. But to me, and I'm only speaking on myself, because it works out for me every time.
For you.
For me, it works out every time. Let's go to the movies. So we go out to eat and we go to the movies. We go to the mall. Ma'am, would you like your receipt in the bag? He's hearing all of that. He's gathering all of that. I met his homeboys. You know what I mean? Even if it was for a brief second, if he had to pull up and drop, hey, take this little, drop some weed. His friend like, damn, this shoe. Like, oh, hey, how you? None of his friends suspected anything. So when I dished the dirt to him, it's like, damn, I just had this bitch at the mall. She done met the homeboys. I done spent her through the block. I done went out to eat with her. If I didn't know and nobody else knew, I can get at a shot. I wouldn't mind doing that again, taking her out again. I feel like it kind of scares people off when you just give them that punch, that blow from the beginning.
So you don't think that that's a risk?
I don't think it's a risk because it's not sexual. I believe it only becomes a risk if y'all just trying to be sexual and try to fool them. That is their damn birthright to know.
Coming in hot.
Dog.
Did everyone get that one or
Dog.
no?
Dog.
Hey, was that a man?
Yes. Sorry, there's a trans woman. If we be
Trans
politically correct.
woman.
Hold on,
Yes.
hold on,
Politically.
hold on, guys.
Wanted to clear it up. Yeah.
Let me clear it up. Let me clear it up.
Dog.
She's a woman, but she's not female. That's clearly what she said.
Yes.
Huh? You want to say that again?
She's a woman, but she's not a female.
Huh?
Get it right.
That's Aunt Tom.
Let me tell you something. Off rip, as soon as I was watching it, I was like, I don't appreciate Magic Johnson's son talking to me like that. That's disrespectful.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like that. My G, you talking about, oh, I done had this bitch in the mall. And so now when I find out that you used to be a dude, or you might still, have the same equipment as me, I'm not going to be embarrassed. I'm not going to want to shoot you to one. Come on, dog. Is it possible to tell? No, it's not. You can hear the bass in the voice. It sounded like me. Oh, no. What?
Brandon, that is Michael Jackson's, that's his son?
No, but they look alike. That looked like Ernie Johnson, all right? That looked just like Magic Johnson's son. From the lace front to the height. That dude was taller than me.
Now I got to look up and see what Magic Johnson's son
Look him up. BB.
Picture of Magic Johnson's son.
Hey, clear your search history after. That's dangerous stuff right there, my guy.
All right. So let me pose a different question. Or anyone want to chime in before I pose this question?
Ladies, I want to hear from y'all. Y'all thoughts on that, please.
All right. Let's hear your thoughts on it before I pose my question.
Just general thoughts.
Yeah, general thoughts.
I think that's very risky. I don't care if it's sexual or not. You going out to date somebody, you need to be transparent about your identity.
Wait. Did you use that word on purpose? Transparent? I'm just making sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you still have to hide your identity, then you still have identity crisis issues, right?
That is very true. I agree with that.
If you have identity issues, whether you're a man, woman, trans, whatever category, then are you ready to date?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. You got to give somebody a heads up. I mean, it ain't for everybody. It's for some people, yes, but it ain't for everybody. So you gotta say that off from the beginning. I mean, it is pretty obvious, right? Like it is pretty obvious, and also, yeah, you gotta let somebody know that off rep.
Yeah,
because you're going to the mall, to the movies, to the block, to the homeboys, and then after you're gonna say, oh, by the way. Like, yeah, no.
I mean, things can definitely get violent, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I think that should be part of the first conversation.
Facts.
Okay.
I don't care where it come in the beginning or the end. It has to come in the first conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So what if the first? So let me jump in here. What if the first conversation? Because I seen a video like this a couple weeks ago where a dude went to a party. He was bumping and grinding on one of them, and after he done, the next day he toned it down, and the next day that's when it was introduced. So at the party, he thought it was he you know what I'm saying? The next morning he found out.
Got introduced to Jeffrey.
So when is the question should be, what is the appropriate time? Right? When is the appropriate?
I would say first conversation. I don't know when, beginning or end, but That has to come out.
Okay, cool. P, what's your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, that's the first conversation.
Okay,
Right.
first conversation.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we talked about this before. There was a video when somebody came out and said they shouldn't be able to. They don't have to tell them till the third date. And I'm like, what? That's the date. That's before you even get the number. Before when y'all first started talking, she said,
Mm-hmm.
as long as it's not sexual.
Okay,
Well,
cool.
doesn't it have to lead that way?
Mm.
You know what I mean? So at that point, once you meet somebody, you should be telling them first. Hey, that's the first conversation.
Brandon, what's your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I'm thinking about so many different perspectives. First things first, if I'm at the party, I don't care if the lights off dancing. If I feel like I'm wrestling with another dude, it's just like I need that spirit of discernment.
What if they real feminine?
If they real feminine, you know, in the midst of all that dancing, some part gotta touch some part. You feel me? Like, wait a minute, I got that. Something. Regardless, if you know, if you meet somebody and you know you can't see the former Adam's apple or this or that, you gotta just be honest with them because it's deception from the beginning. If you do not say straight up.
And then you got to worry about trust issues down the road.
But then more than that, imagine the people that do see this individual and they know they gonna clown you. Then you gonna feel some type of way. Oh, you was dancing with a dude at the party. Now I gotta fight my friends or I gotta fight you. Because you made a fool out of me.
All right. So for the ladies, what if it's the opposite? We know this was a guy. What it was on the flip side? I've definitely seen ladies pack on that strap on. You feel me? Just to fit in.
Let's not get into that.
It's the same scenario. Lady, I seen girls. I'm like,
some of these females try to transition too.
Right, but they give the illusion like they packing so ladies could believe. So it's like, you know, if they get into close proximity, they feel something, they gonna have that intention like, oh, he I think he is. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So in that situation, how do you handle it? Because for us, in that sense, is I don't know how I know what I would do, but I'm trying to generalize it instead of and take it off of me. Guys, you know, for me, I'll be all right, let me answer mine first. It's gonna be the first question I have with you, not first conversation. The first things that's gonna come out my mouth. It ain't gonna be a conversation, you know, but that's neither here nor there. But as we go through this, right, for the ladies, how would you handle this?
Wait a minute. Oh, hold on. Where we at? Are we like at the grocery store and like I bump into you know, like where
we
we at?
Keep it at the club. We could keep it at the club because you would never get in close proximity to be intimate with someone for that scenario. I just put that out there because I know that's a scenario that some ladies go through. Is they're at a party, they feel something, they think it's a guy, blah blah blah, it's a woman. So, you know, I just want to make it balanced for you know, for the opposite side, you know.
But in this case, we're talking about a trans man, right?
Trans man at the club, and we're bumping and grinding on him, and then oops, it turned out to be.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, I'm like, oh, my bad. Like, I don't know. I'll be okay. I wouldn't. What would you do unless I could like? I don't know. Trans females going to male is a hard thing to distinguish. Sometimes it's a hard thing.
Yeah, it is. That's why I brought it up. It's not like I don't want it to make it always seem like it's one-sided. It happens on the opposite side too. So I'm trying to pose the equivalent. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to pose the equivalent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
I'm trying to balance it.
I'm kind of like, oh, oops, my bad. Like, I didn't know. I thought I
So
thought like I
is that easy for you? It's just the oop, my bad, that's it.
yeah, definitely.
You're not throwing hands.
Brandon,
See if
no.
that
I'm
answered
a
you, bring
more
it
I
down a
would
little
want to
bit. You
know
feel
and
me?
like I wouldn't be throwing hands. I wouldn't feel embarrassed. Because I mean, hell, I mean, it's hard out here to tell sometimes.
What are we
It ain't
talking
my
about? Like
fault.
Elliot Page type situation where they done had top surgery and they was handsome to begin with. Is that what we talking about?
Yes.
You never know. Like, I mean, that's a little different in the club though. Like, I don't know how to.
It's dark.
It's dark.
Somebody comes up behind you. They're grinding. You don't know if it's real or artificial. You feel me? Where do you go from there?
Just walk
Are you
away.
gonna see it? You just gonna walk away? You're not gonna see it through?
No, see, Brandon, I wouldn't. I would just probably walk
I'm
away if
asking.
anything.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll probably just walk away
Toya.
and then have mad questions after that. Probably to my reflect, write in my journal. Now I'll walk away.
All right, so I'm just trying to make sure I understand this properly.
Oh, Tori, I think you're muted.
Nah,
No, she's there. She's there. She good.
Yeah.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
You
Just want to make sure I understand the scenario clearly. So we're at the club. What comes behind me now?
a trans man.
A trans man. So this is a man turning into a woman.
There's a female that then turn into a man. Might have the strap to blend in.
Mm. Yeah, I would stop right away and just walk to another side and just let them know, look, I'm not interested.
Once you find out, because like, what if they got one of those, they went to down there by Jennings Road, you feel me, over by the exotic clubs or whatever, and got a little something, you can't tell.
Yeah, see, just like Jen said, it's hard to, how would we know? How would we come to find out?
I can't even say face to face because then again, like I said, some of these trans men, they was already handsome to begin with, so it just helps with the transition.
Yeah. And that question was there just to balance it out because we see it with the guys because the ladies go through transformation, the plastic surgery, the silicones and the butt plants and all of that type of stuff. But to even it out, right? To even it out, what I wanted to do was kind of do the opposite for the females to see how the females go about it. You get what I'm trying to say? So that was where I went with that question. Any closing thoughts on that one?
You got to be real careful out here.
Yeah.
Just makes the dating world a little bit more difficult.
True.
There's a lot of questions. I feel like dating is just, you got to sit down and have a proper interview. Have your questions ready.
True.
I'll say this much. Whoever it is you dating, dancing on in the club, ask for a baby picture.
Yep. Or a high school graduation, something like that. Let me see a prom picture.
Nah, man. Well, the way how the country is, man, these people are getting their transition at early ages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's not something.
I see it in the school system all the time.
Yeah.
I've had to correct myself a few times and, referring to the child as them versus he or she, they get offended.
So they actually had the whole thing done.
We got to correct our emails, yeah. What they have assigned at birth is not what we're to call that child. It's happening.
Yeah. So that makes it hard. This one is a great conversation, I think we're gonna change the pace a little bit, right? Let's see.
Unpopular opinion, y'all.
Y'all, my baby daddy said he was going to beat my ass again like he did in 2022.
So I'm just recording for evidence, just in case he does. We're gonna see what happens. Can I help you?
Why are you recording?
Because I need proof.
Why are you recording for? Roll it down. What the fuck about that? Roll it down.
No, we can talk from here. How can I help you?
I'll cover that.
He's asleep.
Why are you rolling? Whoa.
How can I help you?
What the fuck are you recording for?
Why are you bothered that I'm recording?
I'm talking to you.
We can talk. This is good enough.
You want your ass beat, that's why.
Beat my ass for what? What did you over here trying to put your hands on me for?
So how am I supposed to get Dion out?
You can get on his side and get him out. You can go on his side and get him out. What you gonna do? You gonna reach for him over here?
I'm talking to my son's mother. Can we please talk with all that, bro?
No. What are we gonna talk about?
Some shit.
What are we talking about? No.
Okay then, so what you wanna record though?
You literally just said because you don't want your ass beat.
I didn't say that.
That's why I'm recording, because it's on here. But how can I help you?
What you want to tell the court? You know you be on bullshit. That's why you do
This is
all
good
that.
enough. Well, I don't know what I'll be doing. I just
like, why you want to record somebody? What's this for your little TikTok?
You want to be on TikTok?
I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm not no social media ass person like you.
Oh.
Yeah, nigga. I'm Big Deezy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Anyways.
You know I'm Big Dion.
Anyways, you still over here and not over there on that
Big
side.
Dion.
You should be over.
I'm
should be over here.
A civil conversation with my son's
let's
mother.
talk. Let's talk.
Bro, what's up with you, bro?
You muted 12.
Yeah.
Yep. So this was a drop off or pickup situation, right? Where she had to record because he said he was going to do some violence to her. So what are your thoughts on this situation right there? Do you really think he had to talk to her?
Nah. It seemed like he was already being aggressive. I mean, even her catching him with that threat, she was lucky she was recording.
I agree.
Man, he was just being wild aggressive.
Yeah, we are missing context because we're only seeing this from one point of view.
No, but
that's it. No, this video is about 10 minutes, right?
But the screensaver said that he heard her friend in the background during a FaceTime, and that's why he was acting like that.
Who said that?
It was on the screen before the caption went down. That the baby father heard her friend in the background during the FaceTime with his son, so that's why he was acting like that.
Okay. So what I was looking at that made me choose this video was, why was he at the mother's window when he's supposed to be taking his son and leaving? If I'm not with the baby mama no more, I'm not going to the window to talk to her. I'm taking the kid and move on. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, he kept saying he wanted to have a conversation with her like a normal person. I mean, I don't know what their history is. It's obviously not that great because she's recording and he's seeing a little through the window. So it's definitely bad, but I don't know. I need more context, man, because there's 3 sides to every story.
What more context would you need for you to make a good assessment of the situation?
Because it's like she's making her little TikToks, right? She could say anything and say one thing to us and have him come into the window like, you know what I'm saying? She could have had a whole different conversation with him. It could be a total different story going on, and she just making her TikTok to make him look bad.
All right. So let me push back. I'm gonna defend the lady, you defend the guy, right? let me do this, right? If the relationship is contentious, right? Being a man and you know that woman is cantankerous, no way in hell I'm going next to her window. I'm going from point A to point B. We already know. She about the drama. Hey, Little Ray Ray, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Tell your mama bye, blow a kiss. We on. I'm not spending less than a second. If I spend 2 seconds, I stay too long. That I'm gonna end up in jail. So that's too long. She gonna say I did something. So 2 seconds is
Maybe
too long. A minute in
maybe
and out.
he ain't there yet. He probably ain't there yet.
So what? So he looking for his own drama, but he did say he was gonna whoop a butt.
He did.
So, well, that's what she said, right? He was going.
No, he said it. He did say it. Oh, you trying to get your ass beat? Is what he said.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
why? So why would I then stick
So
around?
she said again.
Yeah, because that's how the conversation started off.
Right, it was 2020.
She said, yeah, so why would I now put myself to sit and talk to you? We could talk over the phone. We could do FaceTime.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. To defend him, if I'm hearing some guy in the background during a FaceTime with my son, I'm gonna have a face-to-face conversation with you just to say, hey, who is that? You know, what's going on between him and my son? Is there any kind of a relationship? Who is this guy? Because I would want to know who's around my kid. That ain't for the phone, for me.
So let me ask you this question. So what happened when the phone turned off? What could you do?
Pull up.
During the FaceTime?
So no. So you said if someone calls you on the phone, you're a female calls on the phone, and there's a guy in the background, right?
Yeah.
What do you do when there ain't no phone call?
Oh, like it just ends after I hear Habibi?
Yeah, Habibi just went over there. He ain't no phone call. Habibi over there.
No. Hey man, who around my son? I'm pulling up. I need to know who's around my son. I need to know who this individual is. I need to put eyes on this individual so that I know who this person is. But if anything goes on with my child, I know who to go to.
All right. So I'm gonna say this, right? I think you do have the right to ask the question, right? And I think this is where I might differ if I was in that situation. I don't think it's my right. It's like this. My goal is to protect my kids, but whatever relationship that female have, that ain't my business. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you're going to protect your kids and make sure that because they're in her possession. It's going to be the same guidelines for you when you have a female around. So you're building a bad sentence. Yes, you always want to have your kids in a secure location, right? Granted, you hope, but you can't control. You hope that they choose right individuals to have your kids around. But guess what? You can't control it. Because the same thing, ain't no woman gonna tell me what woman should be around me when the kids are with me.
Oh no. I ain't saying control. I just want the knowledge.
The knowledge is good. The knowledge is good, but you can't tell her kick him out.
Oh, I ain't gonna say all that.
You pull it up ain't gonna help.
No. Look, that's none of my business. I just want to know who this individual is. That way, if my son come to me and say, yeah, Anthony did such and such and such. Oh, Anthony that was at your mama's house. Okay, I know exactly who that is. Then I could go trust Anthony.
I grant you that. I agree with that.
And look, equality, same way. You hear a woman in the background. Hey, man, that's Tanisha. I just met her, but I'm trying to work it out. You feel me? Hey, she ain't had no contact with our son yet. I ain't feel like she was worthy to meet him.
Well said. Any thoughts on that? P, what you got?
No, I'm good on that one. I mean, did y'all hear the clip? Did you hear the clip?
I did not. I'm sorry. I got a phone call in the middle.
So this one was I could describe it because unless you want to play it back, but it's going to take too long.
No, you can describe it real quick.
So it's a clip where it's a drop off between a male and a female, and he's trying to talk to the baby mother, and he said he's going to whoop her butt, but if he's there to pick up the kid is on the opposite side of the car. It was one of those situations where it just kind of got intense a little bit, but if you're going to go pick up your kid, are you interacting with the baby mother or are you getting your kid and keeping it moving?
Well, you wanna interact with the kid both because you want to make sure that your kid is not in harm's way upon the decision of your child's mother. So you ask because I would confront her, like making sure, all right, are you good? Is my kid good? if that's the situation is good, and if you peeping, you're feeling the vibe too. So it's not like just words. You reading the situation physically. So you go and make sure your kids out. You mainly you protecting your kids. Make sure your kids out of harm's way. Sometimes you ain't got control over what's going on in somebody else's house. So
Yeah.
I mean.
Hey, it's funny. I understand now. Because he did say he was gonna kick her ass.
Yes, but that's the thing. But now the child's in harm's way too, because the child may react, because that's the parent. So you either you taking your kid out the situation and let them handle that, or you intervene. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna do that in front of some men going to defend because you're doing it in front of my child. It's disrespectful to my child now. That's how some men see it. Some men see it just
The
protect
good
my
thing
kid.
was for this clip, the young boy was snoring throughout, very loud.
Yeah, he was asleep.
He was asleep. He's
Yeah.
still in harm's way because he can get up at any time and see his mom getting her butt kicked or yelled at or whatever. And let me tell you, boy children with their mother, it's different. It's a different dynamic. The male children will come to their mom's defense quicker than anything.
Agree.
I don't care how young they are, but that's just something they do. You know what I mean? In my experience as well. So I mean, you want to make sure that the kid is out of harm's way first and foremost. And if there's any physical thing going on, that could still bring the kid in harm's way, even if it's a argumentative thing, not even a physical. Boys jump right in,
Yeah.
From my experiences, that's what I know. But
Okay. Cool. So, any final thoughts on that one?
Ladies,
Yeah, and I was just thinking, like, what was her motive from like the jump? Because, and you go in any conversation, to me, I feel like, if it's there to just like be social, if there to like problem solve, whatever it is, right? You're conversing with the other person. She are, in my opinion, automatically had the camera rolling, had probably a different feel to like not a fuel the situation. Like, what did you want to come out of that? Like, you knew probably that was going to get a reaction out of him. Now, was he wrong for saying that comment?
Yep.
Of course, right? But it kind of like, what did you really want from that? Did you want him to pick up Little Ray, right? Because if that was the case, you would, if you wanted to record it, you would have probably put your phone down. You know what I mean? Like, and not be so like open and honest, like, or right in your face with it. So it's a very interesting. Like, did you really just want to drop off your son, or did you really want to
get a
get a
reaction.
reaction out of him?
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm glad you said that.
where I am on it too.
Yeah.
So the question there, I agree with you guys, right? That's a good point. But there was a point right after that where she said, "You said you was gonna kick my butt." Right after he said it, and he said, "No, I ain't say that."
Mm-hmm.
That's the purpose for recording, because he knew what he said, and he in the same breath turned around and was like, "Oh, I ain't say that."
So what did she say? What did she say to get him to say, "I'm gonna beat your butt"?
That's what he said. He said
it just came out naturally.
It came out naturally.
You trying to get your ass kicked again? That's what he said.
You know what I'm saying? He was back there throwing up his sizes like, you messing with D or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
And she keeps doing stuff to taunt him. That's what she's doing.
Right, and like he got to keep up his whole whatever he got going on persona too.
Exactly.
Damn.
So I feel like, I don't know.
I could be wrong. Y'all could kill me in the chat, but it could go either way. It's a bad situation. Either way you look at it, and they need some therapy,
right?
Some deep therapy, some ayahuasca, some all that. They need to basically strip everything they got right now and rebuild.
No, 100%.
Rebuild.
Yeah,
All right,
they were
cool.
fueling each other for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I agree to that. So we let that one rest right there. All right, let's move on to the next clip. All right.
I'm gonna go, y'all, but take care.
All right.
I'll see y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Yo, I'm leaving here and never come back. I'm in this bathroom, right? All this.
Lingerie. What the heck? Razors. Ladies' razors. Pads. There's pads in there. I just got to take a shower. And I start cleaning. I'm overly cool. I gotta get out of here. Why do I even know where?
All right, so that was a clip of a young woman going over someone's house, and everything in the bathroom was for pretty much a female, right? How would you react if you go to someone's home or on a date and you see a whole bunch of items, or someone present themselves as single? Would you stick around and still take a shower, or do what this lady did?
Listen, that's one of the situations right there where is it more than one bathrooms? You know, because a lot of people got more than one bathroom. They could already have one set up for a woman. If he a player baller like that, he probably got everything set up. So if a woman does visit, whatever she needs is there. I mean, or she on vacation. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of different angles there, but she should be happy she got he has what she's looking for. So use it and move on. Got fresh razors, you got brand new toothbrush, tampons, everything you need, he got it. He probably got more stuff than CVS up in there.
All right, cool. Toya, what's your thoughts on this one?
First of all, I want to know why she's searching up the man's stuff. You know, I don't think that's cool. I don't think you should be taking out a search warrant. However, if I were to stumble across all these things, I'd also want to be clear on my position. You know, are we just fooling around? Do we have a clearly defined relationship? Now, if something was clearly defined and you don't got no daughter and I'm finding all these things, I'd want to know, you know, what's really going on. But if we're just having fun and these things weren't discussed, you know.
Okay.
Hey, is this a first date?
It seems like it.
Yeah.
If it's a first date, I mean.
So it's a first date and she made it this far. She reached far.
Well, I'm not. Well, could be the first time she visited his house.
Yeah,
that's what it seems like to me. Where
she's about to take a shower.
Yeah.
Wow.
Allegedly, we don't know.
So, Dre, what do you think about this one?
I'm just thinking if you flip it on the other foot, like if it's a male going in a woman's house, right?
Uh-huh.
We generally don't look for another male stuff. We do what we got to do and we get going. That's from my perspective. But a woman, on the other hand, you know, they looking for something. If she's under the impression that, you know, she's looking for a relationship, then that's what she's looking for. Then she's looking for that stuff. But if she's just a hit and go, she should mind the business. And if she got that understanding that she knows she's a hit and go, yeah, she should just mind her business, keep it pushing.
Okay. Brandon?
Man, listen. Toya, ain't you seen Silence of the Lambs?
What was that?
Have you seen Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah, it's dangerous too. Dangerous.
Because that's what it reminds me of. By the time you going through this man's stuff and you asking him about what's this? It's already too late. You down in the well. You putting lotion on your skin so he can skin you later. Like, it's over. That's a serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up. He got everything you need. Why? He about to skin you. Make a nice food out of you.
Mm-hmm. All right. So that was the reason why I wanted to kind of hash this one out is it seemed, and DR brought it up, but I think there's a slight double standard, right? Mm-hmm. Because two things a guy ain't gonna do, or I can say most men won't do, is if we suspect you got a man, we're not going to your house.
Sometimes a male would.
But I'm just saying, it's two scenarios. Yes,
Yeah,
you're going to get in and get out, but you're not going in there.
nah.
You know what I'm saying? You go either go to come to me or a place. You're not going into unfamiliar, unknown territories because you don't know the danger that comes with that.
But that's what the thing is for.
But that's acting for danger. That's how most passionate crimes happen.
It's dangerous, man.
Right.
Trust me, I know
So
it's dangerous.
So it's like this: you got to either back it up. That's how most people die. Is on their back or whatever. Because you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo,
situations occur all the time.
Exactly. For ladies, it's slightly different. It's slightly different.
Yeah.
She come home, she gonna throw some furniture. She gonna think ain't too much gonna happen. Oh, that's Keisha. Hey, don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? But guys got to be a little bit more cautious. You know what I'm saying? So even though this was the flip, even though this was the flip, this was a female. That's how I kind of see it. Do anyone object to that?
I do not.
Well, I mean, guns are easily at the hands of anyone these days. Can't ever be too cautious.
Anybody.
True.
Most people do got somebody on the side, or not on the side, but somebody has access to them, from the past. So, I mean, that's not everybody, but a lot of people.
Yeah.
I've come across so many guys that even if you say, "Oh, I'm single," no, you lying. Yeah. They swear you lying, and they still be scared as hell.
But that's because they got
that somebody's gonna come after them.
But they got trust issues as well. That's why they've been through probably so much that they don't believe nothing that they hear right now.
They need therapy.
Yeah, we're pretty much to get over that. Therapy, prayer, something.
Closing thoughts on this one, P.
Therapy, man. People out there need it.
That's the common theme of the night.
Yeah, I mean, some people can't be saved no matter how much you pray. You gotta get in there and do the work.
I mean, therapy, prayer, it all works together.
Therapy is healing, self-healing,
Yeah.
I mean, to get something off your chest, that is a weight off your chest, I mean, but there's also triggers that you got to deal with besides therapy, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of the spiritual piece is heavy. Therapy, all right, you can talk about it and you get somebody to say, yeah, okay, relate, and you get it off your chest. That's just the weight. There's so much more to it than just, you're talking about it. And when you're dealing with spiritual, the demonic part of it, the soul ties and all of that. If he already smashed, shorty already is already a soul tie. So you know what I mean. So it's deeper than therapy. You know what I mean. There's a lot to go behind just talking it out.
Okay. All right. So let's transition into this one right here. Here we go.
So I have an atheist coworker who always makes a slick remark whenever we're in the lunchroom together. And when I pause to pray before I eat, he always says something like, "Why don't you thank the chef?" Or "Why don't you thank the farmer? Why don't you thank yourself for preparing the food?" He just always says it in slick. He's very open about his atheism. And I don't really make a comment. I'll just be like, "Listen, let me do me, you do you." Whatever. So anyway, today is Monday. He was like, "You'll be very happy for what happened to me over the weekend." I'm like, "What happened?" He's like, "I found Jesus." I'm like, "What, for real?" And he was like, "Yeah, you want to see?" I'm like, "How?" Then he gave me this. He said he found this on the side of the road. It says, "Jesus loves you."
Got jokes.
Oh.
He got jokes.
So, what do you think about this clip? Have you ever confronted anyone like this in the workplace, or this joke went too far?
Nah, normally in a workplace or something like that, they grow to hate you, especially if you're trying to is all you talk about or with your beliefs and you stand strong on it. My experience is they grow to hate you.
Okay.
But if you're having a relationship with somebody, uh, is it's just that's light and darkness. I don't. The teachings of the Bible. What does light have to do with darkness? You can only go so far, or you can make it. I don't know. There's people, unbelievers and a believer together might make it. I don't know.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that.
Yeah,
Um,
love is powerful. Um, but I guess when you come down to decisions and beliefs and stuff like that, I don't know how that goes.
yeah, I like what you said. As you said that, it reminded me. It was this dude. He was in a biker gang.
Mm-hmm.
Dude was smart as hell though, but he was in a biker gang. And, he said, I was talking to him. We were just talking. He's like, I don't believe in religion, but I love my wife, so I'll
Yeah.
go to church with her. He said, if she want to pray, I let her pray.
Mm-hmm.
She believes in it. I go where she want to go. I be there, but I don't believe in it. And he said, I go to church with her every Sunday. I
Yeah.
sit right behind. I sit right there next to the side of her, and I'm like, I thought about that. Yo, that's
Mm-hmm.
got to be some kind of love. You know what I'm saying?
That's some
Because
love. Yeah, some love.
and I was like, hopefully one day, in my mind, I didn't say it out loud, but
Mm-hmm.
I respected it. I
Yeah.
respected him even more. But I was like, yo, to do something that you don't believe every Sunday, you know what I'm saying? I said,
That's
hopefully
love.
one day in my mind, hopefully one Sunday you might get a thing. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I
You
thought it
might
was
catch a
good
word,
though.
but that's a lot. That's a lot of prayer on maybe on her behalf that that he's out of the love that she shows him, and he reciprocate that.
Yep.
That her prayer is that he catch it one day, and especially if you're married, you believe in those vows that to death do you part. If she already married him and she believed death to death do y'all part, that's what the Bible teaches. It says keep praying. You never know when if they might transition over.
Yeah. Yeah. But he had dedication, man. He been married
Yeah,
for like 30, 40 years. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So
It's got to be
Love
doing
it.
something for them then.
Yeah, yeah,
Even
yeah,
though he doesn't believe, but he doesn't have to for the prayer for God to still work
yeah. It worked.
mysteriously
Yeah,
in their relationship.
and her lifestyle.
Hmm.
yeah. Like he said I was just talking to him, it was a white guy, and you know what I'm saying? It was cool, his
Mhm.
conversation. Smart as hell, smart. I'm talking about smart. But when he told me that story, I was like, whoa. I had to sit and think about it, like, wow, to be married to someone for like 40 years and being a non-believer, but still go to church with her, hang out with her, so you can make sure that she pray, make sure that she, you know what I'm saying? He said she let him do what he got to do too, but you know what I'm saying? I think that was good though. You know what I'm saying? Any thoughts on this one, Brandon? The
Yeah,
video.
regarding the video, in all honesty, I like to see banter like that. I like to see the clash in relationships like that. Like I know somebody in the comments said, if you see somebody with a different view, you're bound to hate them. I don't think that's true because you got these circumstances where either A, this man actually found it on the side of the road, which could have been a sign from God, and he not taking it, but whatever, God showed ways different ways. Or, he went out, he bought it just to be funny, but it opens everything up to dialogue. Like it could lead to a conversation. Hey, why don't you believe in God? What happened in your life that you don't believe in it? Or it could be the other way around. Why do you believe in God? It opens up conversation, but you can still respect everybody's view, whether he believes or not, whether she believes or not. We can all coexist.
I respect that. I respect that. Any thoughts on this one?
Um, what was this clip again?
This one was the lady, the guy was an atheist, and
Now, what I was gonna say on that is, why does she have to go out her way to say something like that? Because I'm sure she didn't like going to some ritual about praying over her lunch. I'm sure she's just sitting there quiet and just like she find it. They was it a girl or a man? But they find out, they go out of their way just to irritate them. And I'm not sure if they're atheists. They just seems like haters, but it's sad. I mean, no one's ever come to me at work or something like that. I mean, I've never seen it
You haven't seen what?
personally, because he asked about, have that ever happened to us where
Yeah.
somebody like willfully just, it's kind of like they want to ruin your day.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because she's peacefully, because in America you do have the right to for religion.
Yeah, I had a conversation with 12 one day, and he gave me a different perspective. I was telling him about my job and whatever I was going through, and he told me, what did he say? He said that I became a liability once I threw how I felt out there, to the company. And I was like, but I felt like they were really discriminating because of the positive energy that I brought to the table. Like, I didn't speak like everybody, I don't. I don't do the gestures. I don't play. I don't do none of that. I'm not going out to drinks after work with nobody. I'm coming there. I do what I do. I bring a positive energy. If you listening to your music, I'm listening to my music, and it got under everybody's skin. There were most people, not everybody. But and then once I put what when I got tired of, somebody always nitpicking at me for certain things that everybody do, and then the boss backs that person, I just felt out of place.
Yeah.
And so I'm the type of person, you keep nitpicking at me, I can only take so much before I let you know what time it is or how I really feel. And then by the time I say something, it's too late, and I'm gonna go overboard with it. It's way too late. When I speak up, it's way too late. And yeah, and I let you dig yourself a hole if you want.
Yeah. So what I wanted to add to that was, I had a situation where I don't eat too much stuff. It becomes an issue with people in that same instance where, like, if you don't participate or you don't do all the activities, people are always going to find a problem with it.
Oh yeah.
If you're not in the in crowd and you don't follow the same pattern as everyone else, I seen a video. Oh man, I should have pulled that clip up. I seen a video where a lady was complaining that, oh, this person I try my hardest to bring donuts. I was like, donuts, pizza, all of that stuff. I don't eat all that stuff. So it's like, no matter what you do, yeah. So she was complaining that the person didn't partake and the person was being defiant. So that's how people see you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not part of the work culture,
Yeah.
people see you as not part of, so they you become a hindrance to them. You know what I'm saying? So they start picking on you, and they start to point out every little thing they nitpick to kind of push you out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see that sometimes. There's always a few people that don't participate.
Yeah.
There's always one or two, no matter where you go. That's you, Brandon?
Yeah.
Brandon.
You're the one that ain't trying. You don't want no pizza?
I ain't gonna lie. That really is me. I hate to say it. I'm there to collect a check. I'm not there to talk to y'all. I'm not there to share my opinion. Y'all want to talk about this? Y'all want to talk about that? I'm not interested. I'm here to do my job. And I can't see how that can hold you back when you're not participating, when you're not at least trying to be a part of the team. But it's give and take. I have had times where I've taken the L just to be like, you know what? Let me converse with these people. You never know how it's gonna push you forward or hold you back. But at the same time, you get a little bit, but that's about it. I go back to being in my corner doing my job. I'm not here for you. I'm here for the money.
True. I agree with that. I don't think when you go to work, the people are your friends. They're not your friends. They're not they're not your nothing. They ain't nothing. It's just a business deal. We go and we talk, we leave, we out. I'm not looking for no friendship or nothing like that. So I play the game. I play the game with you all the way, but I'm not doing all of that. I think some people try to make it more than what it is in that workplace, where they try to make it like a buddy. Nah, because as you get fired, none of those people are calling you.
I mean, sometimes.
Well, the ones all right. So there's 1 and 2 that you might build a friendship with.
So some people do.
Yeah, you build a friendship with 1 and 2, but I'm not answering to nobody at work because the day you're not helping with my bills, you're not paying none of my notes, none of that stuff. So hi and bye.
I think that was one of the biggest. Am I muted? Can y'all hear me?
No, you good.
That was one of the biggest lessons I've learned. I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to engage in, team building activities. In time they treated the department to bowling and that was cool. But you do have to establish that boundary, especially when you're in like a supervisory role. And if you don't know how to properly execute that role, it can land you in trouble. People think they're your friends. They tug at your heartstrings, make you feel bad when you need to make a certain decision, and shouldn't have to be like that at all.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's hard in those roles. But in closing to this one, man, I think this situation just people always talk regardless of the fact. As long as there's a opposition, people, politics, religion. What's the next one? Politics, religion. There's one more that get people stirred up. So in Toastmasters, they teach you that there's, I think, about 3 subject matter that you shouldn't talk about in certain places because it always starts up drama. I can't remember what's the third one.
I ain't gonna lie, Toastmasters, I can't think of the third one either.
Yeah, I know it's 3. It's 3. I can't remember what's the third one.
I'm about to
got me on that one.
Yeah, probably it's 2, but I thought it was 3.
Let me see if I could find it.
Well, we pull it back. Let me roll into the next clip while we do that. Let's give you guys a good one.
Part 1 on how I tried to go do a scam with my friends and they end up robbing me, shooting me, and leaving me with a shit bag 2 weeks before my 19th birthday. And I'm dropping names. I'm dropping real names. I'm dropping how I feel, and I'm telling the truth. So if you want to do your story time, you can. But we're going to start out with how I met 2-3. That's the person who shot me. I met him through my best friend Taylor and Speedy. I was chilling with them, and they introduced me to him, and I been knew Key Hood Rich because she went to school with me. 2 weeks before I met 2-3, we was all chilling together. We was all linking together. We was all vibing. We was namely at Key Hood Rich house before I end up buying my house. So 2-3 and Key Hood Rich, they was always together. Me, Speedy, and Taylor, we was always together. So we merged into a group. Taylor taught me how to scam. I taught them how to scam. Speedy already knew how to scam, so it's just a whole lot of scamming going on and a whole lot of motherfucking hating going on as well. Okay, cool. So I was making money. I mean money. Every day I made $400-500. I had them racks for real. Didn't know that the people that I was with was plotting behind my back whole time. I'm lolly jolly in their fucking face. Okay, y'all, so Key Hood Rich, she throws a kickback at her apartment complex off of Bluff Road. So, me being me, I wanted to go. I'm 18. I want to be everywhere in the streets. And the party was lit. Everybody was there. SOA, everybody was there. Everybody I went to school with, that shit was lit. So that night, we turned up. We had fun. Nothing really was out of the way that night, It did take Taylor a long time to come or whatever. I got videos. I think I got a picture from that night as well. But the night was fun. Like, I was fucking with 2-3, Key Hood Rich, Speedy, all us. We was cool around this time. It wasn't no pressure. It wasn't no beef. But,
Man. You muted.
Muted 12.
So that clip was about 10 minutes, right?
Not with her storytelling. Good Lord.
Yeah, she said a lot there very quick. Right?
Exactly.
She
got shot on her 18th birthday, around her 18th birthday, for doing scam, and she was making a lot of racks. There's a lot to go with this one, but all right, let me break this one down. So, what is she doing scamming at 18, 19?
They start early.
Too early.
It's a regular day in the hood, though. Like that's
She didn't say what the scam was, though.
No.
I thought she was going to go into that a little bit.
No,
it's probably later on in the video, but
because the scam, I'm assuming, is what got her pew, right?
Making $500 a day.
Yeah, she was making $500 a day. What was she doing? What was she scamming? Because at the end of the day, somebody's going to be pissed off at the end of the scam. So is that who came at her?
No, she said it was her friends.
Her friends.
Well, they set her up in part of the scam. So
I'm thinking assuming it's a crab in the barrel situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because what she was saying, I know it goes on a little bit in the video, she was stating that she had her own scam and they had their own scams.
But she was the only one making money.
They all were making money. They all were making money.
Well, I mean, if she's making more, that can bring on some type of jealousy.
Right. And that's what it sounded like.
She's making more than them.
Definitely.
Yeah, because they had their own fraction. It was like one group and they were making money. Then the other fraction, then they join up as one group. And,
Yeah.
So,
like a crab in the barrel situation, from what I got from it.
Okay.
Yeah, these cats be out here robbing people left and right.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but at the end of the day, think about it. Y'all scamming. You already untrustworthy since you are taking people's money. How can you trust another person doing the same thing?
What's the saying? There's no honor amongst thieves.
There's no honor. She found out the hard way.
Yeah, she found out the hard way.
Lucky she ended up with a shit bag.
Exactly.
Much worse.
Exactly.
Because that's what I was going to say, because I just found out some of the you guys ever heard of Lululemon?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Lululemon is that's in the rap song. Ask the young kids, they're gonna tell you about Lululemon. But Lululemon is I'll let Toya explain it instead of my description.
Really good quality tracksuits.
Okay, cool. But they're for ladies, and they have leggings and sports bras and stuff like that. So what I learned was some of the biggest boosters came out of Connecticut for Lululemon. Did you guys know that?
Nope.
No, but I do know boosters out here. They get it in.
So they robbed Lululemon over $1 million in merchandise from Connecticut.
I believe it.
Yo, their scam was so sophisticated where it was crazy. They would go into the store, right? The man would go on by himself, then two ladies would go on. They would always have like a white lady, a black lady, just two different things. And they would walk out at the same time. But the guy would always have a security tag on a small item. So when they were going out, let's say the buzzer goes off, the guy would turn around and go back because he was black. They were pleaded on the black empathy. So the ladies would just continue walking, and the guy would always go back to the register, and they would have a security tag on one. And they got away with it. They got away with $1 million like that.
Damn.
Like that. They went across the US. But that's crazy. So I don't know how do you know when a scam is up, or how do you know when it's the end of the road? I can't.
You don't. If you getting money, you only know it's up when the cops come.
Yeah, that's
greed is a hell of a thing. You think
agreed.
Tomorrow,
yeah. Any thoughts on this one, Toya?
Just such a shame, you know, you 18 and you already starting your life out like that, you know? I mean, quick money to me is never good money.
Good. I agree. I definitely agree.
D-Cat, welcome back as always.
Yeah. I had to put one up there for him. But that was a clip that I just wanted to bring because I don't know, man. Growing up, them things never came my way because once you say boosting bad stuff, nah, y'all have that. I'm going the other way. I got life to live. I don't got time for that nonsense.
I had a lot of kids, so they used to come to the door.
So I got to give you that. All right. So let's be real. That's one thing. So it's funny, right? It's a double-handed sword, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the ghetto, you could get anything at a cheap price if you live in the hood.
I mean,
6 o'clock in the morning, you could be walking out. You could just be coming home from work. A crackhead run up to you. Yo, I got this TV, $20.
It's also
Like, yo,
it's also who you know though. Is you don't just cop from anybody.
True, but
it's just, you know, if you know the person, you know what they do.
Go down.
Yeah. I understand. So, but I'm just saying, I'm just making it short. Like, you know, you could get some stuff that you would normally wouldn't get. You know, so that's one thing. Growing up in Hartford is like you would always get things that is so unattainable. You know what I'm saying? At such a low price because we know exactly what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
They coming back to the hood and they selling it cheap or they selling it for whatever to you know,
or it's a knockoff.
Yeah.
Hey, what they could learn is y'all need to go get a job and stop trying to scam people out here. This is what could happen to you.
Yeah, pretty much.
You think at 18, like what would make you say, let's go rob people for a living? Let's go do that.
It was her environment.
And exactly, like, because none of us come up like that because we came from different backgrounds where our parents worked and earned a living. You know, but yeah, at 18, you're like, yo, you should either be going to college or finding a job.
But
they chose to rob, huh?
No, I would say this: it's the laws change. They got relaxed on, so the laws did change. Where that's why there's such a boost in robbery because they changed the laws a little bit. So it wasn't. I can't explain it properly, but I know the laws changed. That's why people started go. All right, good night.
All right.
That's why some people started robbing.
As far as scamming laws or
no,
robbery laws?
like going into the stores, and taking stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, that did change. You notice in the early 90s and late 90s, where you steal something, boy, you go to jail. After that, it's like people go in stores and they were just boosting stuff. They were just picking up stuff, and it's like they weren't getting arrested. So,
you know what? That reminds me. The show Atlanta. Dude went into a sneaker store, was just grabbing stuff, and he was just like, "Man, listen, they can't chase me. Yeah. After you steal so much or whatever, they can't chase me out the store. It's a loss, and just run out." And that's exactly what these kids are doing.
Exactly, and that's where it's coming from. So I could kind of get it because it's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? But now I think the laws are swinging back the opposite way, where you know. I hope it, you know, but hey, that was like you remember a year ago with the Walmart commercial, P, where the chick was like, "F Walmart." Walmart came into the hood. We were here first.
Oh yeah, they robbed it, and she basically looked at it as
justice,
getting their money back by going to rob Walmart from their hood. So they're closing it down.
Yeah,
because the people in the city robbed it. Basically, was that Michigan?
Detroit or someplace like that. One of those.
Michigan. Yeah, that's Michigan. But yeah, it's crazy. That's the same video we did when it was with Mo.
Yeah, we did that one.
About the amount of money was reported stolen from each store, and it was like in the millions. It's a regular Walmart.
Definitely
like 2 million a month or something like that.
Yeah, they were
got like 15 calls from like, you know, my phone keeps showing spam, possibly scam.
Mm-hmm.
I got so tired. I finally said, you know what? Let me shut them down. I was like, I'm calling the cops. And the calls just finally ceased. Yeah.
They got the I don't know if you got an iPhone. On the iPhone, they got this thing to protect the scam calls.
Man, I'm still
like basically silent. Like it sends it straight to voicemail. But I don't. Would that stop them? Like they'll keep trying.
It does. Yeah,
it does.
I think it. Some people.
Yeah, I tried to activate it. I read
the
the directions, but I'm still not able to you know, get through all the channels.
Yeah, because once the phone start ringing, it tells you on the phone like it's scam, so you don't gotta answer it.
Yeah, it tells me. Yeah.
Yeah. But what you was gonna say, P?
No, I said Google has one too. As soon as you call, it says spam or suspicious call.
Scam likely.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna start cracking down on these scammers, like really crack down, because it's a big problem.
All right, so let's transition into this one right here.
When I first left the community, the frum community, when I went out in the secular world and started secular dating, I was very naive in the way I approached men. And, you know, I would go on Tinder looking, you know, dating, or I would date guys out in the wild, whatever, when I was in DC. And I would tell them straight from the beginning, I would say, I'm looking for someone that I can have a big family with. I want to have 7 children, and I want them to be like, I want to use no birth control. I want to raw dog and have a lot of kids, basically. And but I didn't say it in a sexy way. I was just like, yeah, this is what I want. And the guys were just like, usually like, like, what is wrong with you? This is like just a first date type of thing, and you're not supposed to really talk about children or future plans on a first date in the secular world, because it doesn't work like the frum world where you just like say what you want to do. So that was something to get used to, but it was actually really good, because ultimately it just weeded out the unserious guys from my life.
So,
first date.
What do you think about this one, Brandon? I know you was going to say something. What are your thoughts on this one?
No, listen, the wide bug eye, she just looked a little unhinged, and then the talking matter just didn't help. And for the record, with Toastmasters, things you're not supposed to discuss is politics, religion, and sex. Those are the 3 things.
Okay.
Oh.
So this young lady, she already off the bat talk about 7 kids. Like, God damn, let me get to know you first. Just a little too much. And shout out to DC.
She said it weeded out the guys that weren't for her. Did she find somebody?
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, you got them 7 kids?
I don't think she found someone, but I can't say. So go ahead.
No, I was saying I don't think she found them yet. Nobody was in on her after the first date.
And she's saying she ain't say it in a sexy way. I mean, is there a sexy way to say I want 7 kids? You know?
You gonna scare somebody out of the way.
What's sexy? I mean, it works for some people, you know, but that's a major
because
first date.
Yeah, that's something that should be 6 months down the road.
6 months.
No. They say, listen, we could start with 3 and negotiate, but you want to start with 7?
You should start with 3?
Dude probably just saw his bank account dry up, just like.
So that was the question I was going to say, was on a first date, presenting this. Is this something you should present on a first date?
You could, but you have to present it differently. Like, you know, yeah, I want to have 1 or 2 kids, but I wouldn't mind if I had a football team. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know, you could
Like, is that a non-negotiable for her?
Right. She
I
made
feel
it
like a first date should kind of set the premise for determining your non-negotiables. You know, is that a non-negotiable? You don't give me 7 kids, then I'm out of this.
Okay.
Mandatory 7. No. What? But yeah, if you playfully put it out there, like delivery is everything until you find out she's serious. Oh, you serious? You really want the 7? Oh, damn.
I mean, I'm sure she could find somebody that wants the same thing. But, you know.
A little bugged out. I don't know.
But she said something. I don't know what is a from community. I don't. She said,
yeah, I was thinking about that too. I'm like, what is that?
What is that? Because she said I could understand which. So to a certain level, I agree with her, but I don't think the question is right for a first date.
She's Jewish.
Okay.
It's Orthodox Jewish law.
Okay. So what I was going to say was, I could see where she's coming from. She's trying to date with intention of marriage, right. But I think she should have let in with well, she didn't say marriage, but she just said well, that's one word.
Now she's not wrong for being upfront what she wants, but it's just she needs to present it a little better. Like, you know, she went from 0 to 100, and she didn't even take the lube cap off. You know, so she got to present it a little better.
So I'm tripping though. The dude in the top left was Jay-Z from a second. Top left, that's me.
Yeah, he might be Jay-Z. Mr. Corn, 1999. That is the Jigga Man.
Yeah, Camel.
Blame him for the halftime show. There you go.
Yeah, he's the halftime show.
It was 12. It was 12.
But get back to this one. But yeah, it's 50-50 for me, right? 50-50 is, I like her intention, but she would you do that on a date where you go in like from a female perspective saying something like that? I know dudes do it. Some dudes do it.
I personally wouldn't. Just like I said, my first date is a chance to, figure out the non-negotiables, and that for me is not, a non-negotiable. You don't give me 7 kids, that I'm.
All right, so let's do this one, right? So I'm gonna roll into the next video. Right? So let me do this one right here.
Good job. Good job.
Where is it? Oh, I can't find the clip.
Want me to sing tomorrow?
No, I can't find the clip. I don't know where the clip at. I'm gonna have to choose it. I'm gonna have to choose a different clip. All right, let's choose a different clip because it's not loaded.
We're going around the globe.
I'm walking in here because these people just fired me right after my husband died. I literally just went to his funeral and then they fired me for one day. They didn't try to say I wasn't here all last week. I was literally here. I found out he died on the 24th. Sunday, I didn't have to work. I was here on Monday, and I was told to go home because I had a breakdown at the job. And do you know they fired me after his funeral? So, we going in here to figure out why. As I've been here for months, it was told I was going to get hired on. And now I haven't even got hired on. They get PTO time. My husband died. I have no PTO time. I'm outsourced through a temporary services, and they call me and tell me because they had one bad day, I'm fired. And I wasn't here all last week. And the woman I report to was on PTO. So how I wasn't here?
Okay,
Is it a reason why I was fired after my husband's funeral is they called me and told me I was fired. And his funeral was Saturday, and I was stuck on the plane and couldn't get here on time. They said that you put in that I was fired and you was out all week on PTO. Everybody knew that he died. I'm not looking for people to give me no sympathy, but I have two children to raise, and I need this job.
It has nothing to do with that. I was told, again, all I did was ask, are we going to get a floater because you were not here? And apparently you were not here 3 days last week. So when I told Pete...
Who said I wasn't here 3 days last week? I sit for Miss Carol every day. Only days I was not here was Thursday and Friday, because I was going out to Ohio to his funeral.
Well, again, you apparently were not here. I wasn't here, so I can't say whether you were or not. I was told you were not. So that's what I told them, and he said nobody ever told him.
I haven't even talked to Art. I haven't talked to Art since Buddy died. They don't even call me. I talk completely to you because we had a conversation about me talking to only you.
That's exactly right. But I told you that you still had to report to Art.
How I'm gonna report to people that don't respond?
Well, he said that he's never heard from you, and he sent you an email.
How he never heard from me when I've told you multiple times I can't get in touch with him? You even told me to go through you.
You need to call Art. You need to call Pete. That's your boss.
I didn't even know that. I don't even know who the hell Pete is.
Well, he sent you an email. He said.
No, he never did.
What? I don't even know who Pete is. Yo, listen. She did not get fired because her husband died, or because she went to the funeral. She had other things going on.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of other things. This is the nail in the coffin. The straw back broke the camel's back. This is the I can't take your shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Like they just was like, listen, it's the perfect time to clean the house. Went outside, and when she went outside, they put her luggage out and locked the door.
So what I would say is she was a temp, she was a contract worker.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no security. Yes, condolence for her losses, condolence for all of that stuff. It's a bad situation. But these are the things you got to understand when you're a temp. Your job
is a temp. Yep, she had no PTO.
Yeah, so no, it's not even a PTO. Your job is not secure. It's based on the certain requirement. If you're full-time, you get away with that. You get your bereavement. You get all of that. You get what I'm trying to say? But when you're a temp, that's what it is. You're needed at a certain time. And if I'm not saying that she couldn't fulfill her job. It's just, hey, this is something that you got to kind of know when you're in a temp position. I feel bad. I do feel bad. But going up to that job, recording that video is not looking good for you. Once a temp agency say that's it. You got to learn to pick your stuff up and move on. You know what I'm saying? In this age, I think people be doing too much with, I'm going to go up there with my camera and record them and no. You don't have any grounds. That company didn't sign a contract with you. That contract is through the temp agency. You got to go up to the temp agency and fight that out. You get what I'm trying to say? But even with that, they ain't gonna keep you back because you just ruined it. You got to do everything through the line, rectify everything in the back end before you show up. Because now, look, converting ain't gonna help.
I'm gonna throw this question out, Toya, Brandon. Have you ever had a job where you didn't know who your boss was?
No, I knew the organization. I knew the chain of command. I knew if I couldn't talk to this person, then I had to talk to this person because they were still in a supervisory role. So, no.
Yeah, same here. Whether temporary or not, those are like the first few things you should know. Who do you answer to? If you have to call out, what kind of benefits do you have? These are all important things that you need to know when you agree to work somewhere.
I do want to give some pushback though, 12. Grief has many stages. And her losing her husband, going up to the people's job with the camera and all that, hey, she is not completely in control of what she is doing. She is acting.
Angry.
She is angry and she is just reacting. And so my hope is that somebody will give her grace. Somebody will understand just the context alone. Yes, this could be a supervillain origin story for real. But at the same time, somebody has to see this and say, she got fired, husband died, she don't know who she worked for. Give her grace, and hopefully they'll understand this was a really bad moment in her life.
Granted, I agree. I don't object to any of that stuff, right? I don't object to any of that stuff. But the optics still looks bad.
100%. 100%.
It still looks bad.
Right, because she recorded it?
She's in an open office talking across the counter, having an open discussion. So they got people there. If I'm trying to get my job back, I'm trying to isolate it, sit down with the right people, and make sure my message gets to the right person because I only got one chance. Hey, let me tell you how it's gonna go for me. I walk in. AOP, who I'm supposed to talk to? I know I was out, right? I don't know the boss. I've been talking to you. Can I talk to the boss? Let me talk to the boss and tell him my situation.
Mm-hmm. So you think this is the first conversation she's having with the company since the girl of her ex-husband?
Yeah, I believe so because I think it's genuine. I think this recording is real. I think it's genuine. So I would have to take it at that foresight to say yes, because she's going in there looking for answers. To say, and I know where you're coming from on the opposite side.
She went in pretty charged up.
Yeah.
She's in the second stage of grief. It's anger. She gonna be bargaining for a job. That's the next grief. That's the next stage. But she's in the second stage.
Especially if we don't know how her husband passed away. Was he the breadwinner? So now she's got to figure that part out in addition to finding another job.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then she said she found out her husband died. So it's like, how did he pass? It don't sound on the level, like they weren't in the same state or something. I don't know.
That's what I was going to say. It was in the next state. So
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I see people like that. I see one of the secretaries that used to work next to me. She was from I can't remember Oregon or something like that. And her husband lived in Oregon and she lived here in Connecticut. She was raised and born in Connecticut, but they've been married for damn near 50 years. And she got one of them husbands I miss you. He's driving 3 days to come meet her. But it's they have that thing where they travel back and forth, but I was like, wow, if it works, it works,
Indeed.
They got 8 kids. You know what I'm saying?
They met the 7 requirement.
So there's hope for the chick. There's hope.
You know what I'm saying? They got 8 kids, so something working. So, but yeah, that was that one. I in closing in this one, some people said, I hope she's doing good. Like Brandon said, she's going through grief. That's some real stuff. I don't want to deny that, and that's a serious topic. But I think there's better ways to go through to solve that, in resolving what she was trying to, But she was heated. But I think there was better ways to handle that.
Yeah, for real.
All right, Gavin.
Gavin, thanks for joining us.
Peace out, Gav.
Likewise. We're going to be here on Thursday.
As we are here talking, please hit that like, share, and subscribe. We got this QR code right here above my head. If you see it, please tune in to Late Night Line.
There you go. All right. So I got the clip loaded that I wanted to play. Right? Here we go. Let's roll into that.
At the same time, I knew that there would be trolls talking about, the way I look. For reference, this is me. I'm not skinny right now. I'm on a weight loss journey, which you can see I'm documenting, but I've lost 10 pounds. I felt like I was doing well. I was like, okay, I found out Saturday, it's on Sunday. I was like, it's last minute, but let me try to throw something together so I feel confident and I'm ready to go on this show. And I was excited. And I didn't get a match, but I still was excited when I left. I'm like, okay, it's going to get posted. Maybe my husband will see the video and he'll come, hit me up in the DMs and we'll go from there. It's all good. So today I wake up early in the morning and I see a post with me on it on the FGB Dudes page. And this video is what was posted.
What's your name and age? Destiny Love, 43. When I'm 43, I am not going to still be standing here trying to pop balloons, talking about I do this, this, and this. I'm going to be very secure and stable as a woman.
And that's what they have circulating their Instagram and Facebook. But this video is from the actual YouTube video, and I will speed it up.
It's all right, babe. What happened? Everything was fine. It wasn't really the career thing, but kind of, sort of a little bit of everything. Just, I don't mind height, so you look great. But you kept mentioning stability, and I'm 29. I'm not stable yet. I haven't dived into what I really, really want to do in my life. And I'm not looking for a man who wants me to be stable. I'm looking for someone who we can build this stability together. So for you to want me to already be stable, like, I'm not there. That's right. So that's it. But you are very handsome, and, you know, I think you could find a great woman.
Thank you.
Is that what you're looking for? Is a woman that's already fully stable, or are you open to growing into that stability?
I'll be honest. I built someone up and it just didn't work out. So I would prefer us both kind of equally yoked and build something together.
And I feel like at your age, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You are kind of on the upper end of my age range anyways, because, you know, with me being 29, I do want someone who is kind of in the middle. Like, I know you don't want me to be wild like I was years ago, but I want us to do this together.
Yeah.
I support you. You support me. But at your age, 43, I understand you wanted a woman who, when I'm 43, I'm not going to still be standing here trying to pop balloons, talking about I do this, this, and this. I'm going to be very secure and stable as a woman.
Yeah.
So I feel it. I understand why he's looking for somebody who's stable, because he's 43. And I was like, if I was 43, I wouldn't be on here popping balloons, talking about the same stuff I'm talking now. I'm not saying I wouldn't come back on here at 43 and pop some balloons. I will. Okay, I'll pop some balloons at 60 if I'm single. But I was saying that if I came on here at 43, I would be a whole different person than I am here at 29. That was all about me. It had nothing to do with that lady who they clipped it with. It had nothing to do with him being 43. It was solely about me being 29, not being financially stable or financially secure.
All right. So the question is, this guy is looking for a female that's stable. Is that the right question? Well, is that the right thing he should be looking for as he go through this journey?
Yeah, that's a good question, because stability is, when it comes to, I don't really talk relationship stuff too much, because you never know what's gonna work. Like, there's no book, there's no guide that said it's different for everyone. You know, everybody got a different journey, so it's hard to say.
Brandon,
I think it's definitely a good thing to ask about, because, like she said, she's not financially stable. She's not what he's looking for, and that's a big deal. I mean, a lot of times, you know, you hear women say they want a man that's going to do 100% of this or whatever, or they're not down with 50-50. To me, that's a question of stability, because we're responsible for 100% of our lives no matter what. And so why not look for somebody who has their stuff together? I got my stuff together. Let's work together and continue building. So I don't know if she really had the right mindset in terms of how she was talking. I mean, yeah, I understand she's conscious about where she is in her life, but you gotta get it together. You gotta be with the right person.
Okay, I'm gonna ask one more question, then we go to Toya, right? My question is, but the dude is asking for a woman with stability. You get what I'm trying to say?
Like, yeah, that he's not stable.
Well, that's what I was saying. I think stability comes in different ways, because it could be her being stable mentally. It could be.
Dang, you took what I was gonna say.
Level.
Waited too long to come to me. 12.
Well, we would still go back and forth, because, like, that's what I was saying. It's. Go ahead, Toya. You already.
Go ahead. You have the floor. My bad. My bad. Go ahead. My bad.
I was gonna say, you know, the topic of stability, that's pretty broad. You know, stable in what way? So, you know, financial stability, emotional stability, like, you know, what she thinks is stability might be different from what he thinks is stability, you know. So I think it's important to discuss, you know, all those different parts of stability.
All right, you got me thinking. So I'm backpedaling my idea a little bit, because I I like what you said. If a guy came to you asking for stability, what would it mean to y'all?
If they just came up to me straight and said, I need stability, to me that's like saying I need a commitment. I need to know that you're gonna date me exclusively.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it depends on how it's framed. And again, what are we talking about here?
Okay, because I could say, based on what she was saying, she was more coming off like stability for like money, financial, like that type of stuff. She needs to come with, and I like the way how you paint it, so I get a better picture of that. What's your thought, Brandon? What's your addition to this?
No, it's true. It's all about what you find to be stable. Since it's listed just like that, what is stable to you? That conversation could have been fleshed out versus her just automatically assuming like, this is what you're talking about. You put it back on them. What does stability look like to you? What are you looking for in terms of being stable?
You guys changed my mind on this one. I gotta say, you guys changed my minds because I was like and I think the way how it's clipped up too, and I just wanted to get a better understanding of it because initially, what I was looking at was more, is he really looking for a woman that's stable? Because and I went to financial automatically, so. But I know he did say someone that's like evenly yoked or something like that, even where it's even and they could build. So, so yeah.
Where she could contribute at least 50%.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with 50-50 in the world, people. Just remember
that. You think something wrong with 50-50, Toya?
Get a mansion.
No, I think,
Yeah.
I think it's all a conversation. Again, those preliminary conversations, so important.
Okay. But yeah,
although, in certain cultures, it's, deemed that the man should be the main provider. And if a man finds his identity that way and that makes him happy providing for the woman, then great. If a woman wants to shower a man the opposite way, then great. What makes you guys happy? Let's talk about the contract.
Nice. I like that.
There's a lot of sugar mamas out here too.
Yeah.
Shout out to the person that clipped that too, because that definitely looked like a stray. Oh, I'm not gonna be up here 43 and popping balloon. She knows she was wrong when she said it.
Another thing I was gonna say too, she doesn't realize she don't have all the time she thinks she has. She's 29.
Yep.
Huh?
That's the folly of youth.
Yeah. She popping a lot of junk too.
She wasn't even looking nice on stage. That's the thing that killed me. In the car, she looked like, she slimmed down, but on the stage.
Well, it took me a minute to figure out it was the same person. I was looking at her, like, that the same girl.
She had that flat tire, bro. No judgment. This is an observation.
But I had to go about 2 minutes into the clip because that's what she was talking about. So that's like somewhere, it was like a 10-minute video. I had to go into like 2 minutes into the clip so I could kind of get a good enough reference. But yeah, she was talking about losing weight and all of that stuff. But yeah, but I was hung up on that one. The debate of being 43 on a balloon show. Do you think it's, well, let me pose this question. Is there a right time to find love?
No,
I don't think love discriminates.
Okay.
I mean, that's the thing. It can look differently for everybody because at the end of the day, a man can be, in shape. He could do this and do that no matter what age he is. we could be more financially stable when we're older. We can go on shows like that versus, you know, what is a woman looking for? Could she be looking for somebody that she want to have kids with or this and that? Sometimes there's a window that, you know, you may not be able to reach. But love itself, if that's all you're looking for, I don't think it's too late for anybody.
So let me ask you this: if you unpop the balloon at 29, what makes you think you ain't gonna be on there if you're at 49 or 69? They had it.
I mean, if you unpop the balloon at 29,
she says what at 44 she ain't gonna be popping no balloon.
But she did.
But then she did change her mind. She did
If
change
she
her mind.
did it at 29, she'll do it at 44.
She said even 60.
She did say that if she's single.
Well, that was a statement she made on the show.
Yes.
You know, talking junk. You know, she probably did it to get clips too.
Oh, it's probably it's working. We talk about it right now. It's working. I don't want it though. I'll pop that balloon. Sorry.
So, you guys want to do one more or
let's
closing thoughts?
Let's do one more.
All right, let's run one more. All right, let's close it off with this.
Trey, yeah, I'm filming this from your house. You lied to me. You lied to me. And I don't like liars. I don't. I told you that when we met. I told you I don't like liars, right? So here, let me tell you something. I'm with your dog. Say hey. He loves me. You said you didn't F that girl last night, right? And then you told me to book my Uber here. I'm here, right? You're not here. You didn't answer after that. No call. I'm in the Uber, calling and texting. You're not here. But there's blood on your sheets. And the apartment smells like fish. Like, there's also lipstick smeared all over the pillowcases. Crazy, I know. Also the bathroom reeks of under the seat. Okay, and it's blood all over the tub. Whatever y'all got into was some Diddy shit. Like, it was some shit. It was. Respectfully though, right? I'm not even mad. I'm truly disgusted. I'm mad about the fact that you lied to me. Like, but you never had to. All while trying to get the poom poom. I don't respect that, right? I don't respect that. So look, here's how this is gonna go. You know, I'm probably just gonna chill and wait for y'all to get back and say hello, or I might leave and take the dog. I don't know yet. I haven't really thought about it. Whenever shit gets snaky, everyone always tells me how good of a person I am, how much they fuck with me, how much they like me, you know? And then they proceed to lie. You feel me? And get caught while doing it. But what's fucked up is the fact that I got into an Uber. You told me to order. And that's when you decided to go silent. Like you wasn't bringing me to your house. Nigga, and you was finna leave me in the cold. That is some dirty shit. I ain't did nothing to you but not give you the pom pom. That's weird.
Boy, what was that movie with Martin and that lady? I think it was
Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Yep.
Lynn Whitfield, Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, that movie came to mind too.
How did she get in the house? How did she get in the house? And Bad Dog.
Yeah.
You're supposed to bite people like that. You don't feel that energy? Bite
Well,
that.
the dog, I guess her and the dog got a relationship.
That's a problem. The dog supposed to sense that Michael Myers, Jason, Freddy energy.
Yo, so you think the dog's supposed to know they broke up?
Hey, dogs be knowing. All right,
If you see him out there, you better bite that mom.
Hey, come on. Bad dog.
Yo, at first I thought she kidnapped the dog. At first I thought she did, and I was like, but she broke into his house. So I'm assuming they broke up, right? A long time ago.
It can't be, Pete.
It still smells like fish.
She ordered him an Uber. Well, let me think. I'll let you finish. He told her to get in the Uber to come.
Okay.
That doesn't mean broken up.
So where is he?
I wish some other chick it look like.
Because from what it sounds like she's saying is he was with somebody and he left and she broke in after he left. There's blood in his bed. on the side of somewhere in the bathroom. It's funky in here. I don't know if there was an accident, but I think he's with somebody else.
Yes, he is. But I don't believe her about the blood because she a little too calm.
Well, this is what I was going to say. Do you think she put the blood there?
I do think she put it there. She too calm. That's a crime scene.
Yeah, I think she's setting the shit up.
Just like the movie. Stop playing.
Oh, how did it get that far, though? How did it get that far?
I don't want to know.
All right. So, granted, right? Based on the video, let's get back to the context. The guy told her to come over. She got in an Uber. He knows she was on the way. I think some of her sentiments was he knew she was coming. I think that's a bad combination overall.
How did she get in?
Exactly.
I don't know.
I don't know.
How she got their ways. Ladies got their ways.
Yeah, but nobody ain't gonna break in. No normal person ain't gonna break in. It's one thing to say, "Oh, the door's open."
She clearly not normal. She unhinged and delusional.
I don't think that conversation ever happened.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
She with the dog though.
The dog ain't got no choice. He hostage.
Probably at work.
Yeah, all right, I could give some credence to what you guys said. I had to stop and think about this for a second. If the house reeks, the bathroom reeks, the house is filthy, where the hell is she sitting? She's too comfortable sitting down.
Yeah, smell don't seem to be affecting her. It always smell like under the seat. You too comfortable.
That's what I'm saying. She's sitting down someplace comfortable. You know what I'm saying? If she said the bathroom smell, I'm not staying. I'm leaving. This brings all right. So before I switch it, all right, let me get everybody point of view before I switch because I was ready to switch. What's your thoughts on this one, Toya?
I don't even know when people acting or when things are real anymore with all this social media and stuff. Like, honestly, I don't know.
Okay. But let me pose this different question. This situation on hand, do you think it was right for her to go into the house or sit there and wait for them to return? What do you think about those two things? Where she entered the house or she's sitting there waiting for him to come back?
I think it's just, I mean, how would that solve anything? Sitting there, I mean, like, maybe she wants to be able to prove him, prove like, yeah, I know what you're up to,
Okay. I think she been watching too much Belly. You remember the scene when they all were in the house waiting for us to come back?
Yo, she's out there. Now, I'm assuming
the poor dog.
Well, the dog don't know they broke up, and obviously the dog still likes her.
He don't like it. The ears was behind his head.
Because the way he's sitting there, she didn't even bring him a snack.
No, that dog was too comfortable.
It was easy.
Yo, and she said, "I'm gonna take your dog." Boy, that's a country song waiting to happen.
And that's how you know she ain't supposed to be there.
No. She right to be there.
If he invites her over, who the hell makes a video saying I'm gonna take your dog when I told you to come over?
Because he wasn't home.
Samaritan. She's a good Samaritan.
Yeah, right. But he wasn't home because she made that shit up.
Then again, probably the dog opened the house for her.
The dog. Yeah, I've seen
it. Open doors.
But normally you got at least a deadbolt.
Trust me. Yo, man, we had what you call it, that Labrador Sheldon dog. That shit was smart as hell.
Yeah, my dog opens the door.
So you see, probably the dog opened the door.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but most house when you leave, you turn the deadbolt.
Yeah,
but you need more context for that one.
What more do you need for that one? I think that one was laid out well, man.
Listen, she was suspicious. She broke and she entered, but there's blood all over the place, bro. She trying to be a good Samaritan. She taking care of the dog while he gone. she's gonna try and find out what happened. She's investigating. Maybe she'll call the police and get to the bottom of this. Get somebody off the streets.
Yeah, she was trying to get him off the streets.
Right. Yeah. There's blood in there. He could be the next Hannibal Lecter. We don't know.
All right, so we're gonna land this one. So I'll let y'all shout out your socials and stuff like that. Toya, closing comments or your final words for the day.
It's good to be back. Thanks for having me as always. It was nice having another female on the show.
Definitely.
So
we're working on more females coming through. Definitely trying to make sure it's a balanced thing. And also for like the people where y'all come up, if y'all got like socials or anything y'all want to shout out or say, this will be your time to promote. So you can kind of go and say, I know once in a while you probably may have something to shout out. So you can say it at this time. So, Brandon, what you got? What you got for us?
Listen, it's Mr. Knight, one of the big three. You see 12, you see P, you see me. Toya, thank you for joining us. Late Night Line, please like, share, subscribe, hit that link, hit that QR code. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9:00. We're looking for you.
Was that a Drake reference?
What? No, Jesus Christ.
Say F the big three. It's just big me.
Oh no, it's not a Drake reference. Damn it.
Okay.
All right. I don't know who said that. I was just asking. I don't know. I don't know.
That's gonna be the new thing for me from now on.
All right, cool. P, what's your closing thoughts?
Hey, I could find me at Peapod Cove. I'm on. Just look that up. You're gonna find my channels. But hit the like button. Get this video out to more people so they could enjoy it just the way you did. And that's all we could do, man. Share it. Tell a friend.
All right, cool. So we'll be back on Thursday. We're normally here Tuesday to Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern. If you'd like to join the panel, you can hit us up. Hit the QR code. Once you go to the QR code, you should see a What's Up link. Opposite side. There you go. Opposite side. Yeah. Yeah, the next side. Yeah. And you should be able to see us there. We got a group where you can kind of come in and ask questions if you want. I'm gonna add Toya if Toya not busy to be an admin too. Brandon, I added you as well. P is an admin as well. So if people come in and they want to join the panel, you can go ahead and join the panel. So with that, that's it. That's it. The Super Bowl halftime show sucked.
Call them mother cunt, boy.
Viva la raza.
We out. Peace.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.